What a woman! She's even larger than I imagined! No wonder she fought Swordmaster Sai Sahan to a draw. Wait, is he here too? Until Kasala returns, I'd be happy to keep Fair Lyris company in her stead. Alas, Kasala doesn't allow visitors when she isn't here to conduct business. But we can wait out here. Do you think Lyris would autograph my ancestral scabbard? It would mean so much to my son. When I have one. Do you know if Lyris is betrothed? Oh, thank you, thank you! You don't know how much this means to me.
I don't know what you said to him, but this is our chance. Try the lock. See what's in those marked crates. I'll watch the door.
I knew whoever was poking through our shipments would return. Brought muscle this time, I see.
More than you. Care to try me?
I'll pass. I just want to know who's been meddling in my business. I had a feeling it wasn't just an opportunistic thief trying to steal my cargo. What are you after? A plot against the High King? Involving plundered antiquities from Hammerfell? Preposterous. I'm simply facilitating a transaction between treasure hunters and a rich collector. So, who am I paying the bribe to? You or the High King? Gimme that! Tribal crafts my arse. I told that son of a skeever I don't deal in arcane goods. Especially ones from the Reach. Nothing but sorrow comes from such business. This isn't cursed, is it? No name, just instructions and gold. Shipments come in, I make sure no one looks too closely and wait for a pickup. Never see the same face twice. Last time it was a smooth-talking Breton with Nord laborers in tow. You want more? I need assurances. They're taking the cargo to an abandoned lodge in the foothills north of Solitude. Occasionally used it myself when the city guard was being thorough. Want to catch them? Start there. If that's all, we're leaving. I'm not losing my head over this. The Breton was sly. Handsome even. Thought he could charm me into taking on additional shipments. Now that I know what's involved, the trouble isn't worth it. The Nords were local, hired hands from the Lonely Troll. I'm paid not to ask too many questions. This arrangement was a lucrative one. I trusted them, but it seems they took advantage of my natural greed. That won't happen again.
Brondeld had good instincts. We're definitely onto something. Our mystery buyer is hiring locals to haul these urns and reach fetishes out of the city. But for what purpose? Without a doubt, the Coven's attack on Yoren involved a ritual. Why hire locals, though? Seems like an unnecessary risk. And how does the Breton figure in? I suppose using different people draws less attention. Something doesn't feel right. No reason not to. Head there while I circle around from the other direction in case they're already on the move. Just be careful. I'd rather not lose another partner before we actually figure out what we're up against. Give your sentry my best, and tell him I owe him an autograph.
Oh, he's gonna get more than an autograph if I see him again.
Fight? Good. A struggle. I have more than I need, so I'll just feast on you.
Right behind you, partner.
Over here, partner. All I found were these Reachmen stalking the pass. Decided they'd rather die than talk, so I obliged. They don't look like they're from Ice Reach, but they are wearing the Coven's medallions. Anyway, did you find the lodge? Kilcreath? The temple to Meridia? Why would the Ice Reach Coven target a local Daedra cult? Damn, we're running out of time. I'll head back to Solitude and try again to warn High King Svargrim. You go to Kilcreath Temple and alert Meridia's priests. I'll meet you there as soon as I can. You'll be going up against the Coven by yourself. Warn the priests. If there's an opportunity to safely stop or delay the ritual, by all means, but don't take any unnecessary chances. I still don't want to lose another partner. Good luck.
disaster has befallen Kilcreath Temple. Don't be alarmed. I mean you no harm. But there are Harrow fiends swarming around Kilcreath Temple who do. Head back to safety before they find you. I'm sorry, but you're too late. An unnatural storm struck the temple, and now the entire area is overrun by vampires and Harrow fiends. Harrow fiends are feral vampires, a byproduct of the unnatural Harrow storm. As for me, I am Fenorian of House Ravenwatch. I came here on the trail of remains stolen from a mass grave in Bankurai. They were shipped to Solitude in ancient urns. Yes, I've run into the Coven as well. The urns and the stolen remains play a part in a ritual to summon the storms. If you're willing, I could use your assistance. I need to finish my investigation of the site to see what else I can learn. I could use your help to examine the strange pikes erected around the temple. Harrow fiends and vampires roam the area, making it difficult to get close. Hence the need for your assistance. You see, I'm not that confident in my combat. House Ravenwatch is one of the noble houses of Rivenspire. Our liege, Count Verandus, has dedicated us to the cause of peaceful coexistence between mortals and those of the vampiric persuasion. That often makes us defenders of Tamriel. True, but I've seen evidence of a vampiric connection. At the very least, the material they transported from Bankurai included the remains of ancient vampires. They were part of an army that was defeated in the First Era. The Grey Host. An army that consisted of vampires and werewolves, led by King Styriek of Rakarth. They were eventually defeated by the garrison at Bankurai in High Rock. It all happened a very long time ago, but such remains radiate with arcane power. Look! A priest of Meridia! Maybe they can tell us more about what happened at the temple.
Please, can anybody help? Oh, thank Meridia! The priests and pilgrims of Kilcreath Temple. We need assistance. A great and terrible storm struck, and so many of a temple dedicated to Meridia, the Lady of Light. Pilgrims come from across Skyrim to pray and seek blessings. She's the ranking priest after
The living take precedence. We should search for survivors while investigating the pikes.
Another pilgrim seeking shelter from a storm? No, you don't appear to be a pilgrim. What brings... Even in our darkest hour, Meridia provides a light. We were on our way to see High Priest Varkor when the storm hit. I've never seen such power. It raged like a thing alive. I gathered who I could, but the others are still out there. Start at the stables to the northwest. I saw Acolyte Yolt, Priest Irena, and Roligmoth the Pilgrim seek shelter there. If you find them, send them back here. After that, meet me at the Pilgrim's Lodge to the west of the temple. Look for Yolt, Irena, and Roligmoth at the stables. Then meet me at the Pilgrim's Lodge. I will have... Kilcreath Temple provides a safe haven for the priest. We were on our way to the temple for prayers when an oily black ichor roiled in the sky. The wind picked up and red streaks of lightning struck all around us. We barely made it to the safety of this cave. The storm abated. Then the sounds stopped. Groans, shrieks, blood-curdling screams. It sounded like wild and feral beasts followed in the wake of the storm. I sent Priest Isofnir outside to keep watch, but I told him not to take any unnecessary risks. No, that honor goes to our High Priest Varkor. I am but her
When the storm struck, we ran for our lives. It was...
An alchemical residue. That should prove useful.
Let's hit the trail.
What happened to this poor woman? She looks distraught.
Why has Meridia forsaken me?
Keep calm. Mean you no harm.
High Priest Vakor will find me. Meridia will save me. When things are darkest, her light shines the way. Please don't eat me. Priest Bavian? Where's High Priest Vakor? Did those horrible creatures get her? We hid in the stables, but then...
It's depleted. Just ordinary sticks and rope now. Interesting.
Acolyte Ivina! Please, wake up!
No visible damage despite its proximity to the eye of the
what
storm.
you carry away from it.
Acolyte Ivina can't hear me. She's standing right here, but she's gone. Is this what would have happened to all of us if I hadn't gotten the others into the cave? I tried to heal Ivina, but Meridia is like poor Ivina. We must... We need to find High Priest Varkor. Let's head to the temple.
Can you feel the lingering energy? That's Daedric, if I'm not mistaken.
Daedric? Do not think to blame Meridia for this, vampire. By Meridia's light, so many dead. How could Meridia let this happen to her faithful?
These depleted witch pikes expended a lot of power to summon the Harrowstorm. Now they're just ordinary sticks, but even in this state, they tell us much about the ritual that flowed through them. I'm sure now that the pikes play a significant role as focal points for the storm ritual. The prepared pikes are depleted as the ritual runs its course, but I sensed lingering energy, including a Daedric taint. And we found an intriguing residue. It's the remains of an alchemical poultice that was spread over the pikes. Smells like rotting fungus, doesn't it? With a little study, I should be able to identify each ingredient in its makeup. Then I can begin to understand the ritual. One other thing I want to check first. I noticed the pilgrims leading a cart away from the temple right before the storm hit. Coven members could have tried to slip away among the innocents. The cart should be along the road south of the temple. They're alive, but unresponsive. Check the crates and see if they contain the smuggled items.
You seem to know a lot about a great many things, Vampire.
Did you find anything of interest? I can't believe anyone knowingly involved would have let themselves be exposed to the storm. Perhaps the pilgrims were tricked into transporting the crate. Or maybe it was slipped into their cart. Yes, of course. Though I fear what we may find there. The temple was clearly at the center of the storm. Regardless, there's still a lot we don't know about the effects of this ritual. Observing the target area could offer new insights.
No remorse!
These are temple priests and pilgrims. It seems the storm killed them.
Devout followers. How could Meridian let this happen?
I'll need to perform more tests. But from what we've seen, I believe the storm affects mortals in 3 distinct ways. It kills them, transforms them into harrow fiends, or leaves them mindless. I suppose I'd say it harrowed those poor pilgrims. Head to the temple and help Barvian. See what else you can learn inside. I'd accompany you, but Meridia doesn't approve of my kind, and I'd rather not get on her bad side. In the meantime, I'll finish up out here. I'll take samples from the harrow fiends, and try to determine how the storm killed these people. Later we can retrieve my alchemical equipment from where I hid it so I can analyze the residue. I didn't want to carry fragile instruments into danger.
Monsters in this holy place. We need to find the temple priests. Take his Meridian medallion so we can remember his sacrifice.
take us!
Our own brethren, like vicious animals. We must find the others.
Murnazu gave me no choice, Babylon. I swear it. Just this morning.
Priest Armin? Wait. Follow me. He fled into the vestry. Omen, please, you don't want to do this. They're mad, beyond all reason. The catacombs can be Meridias.
oblivion take you!
Did you retrieve the key? Perfect. There are only 2 keys that I know of, and the High Priest has the... Oh no. Even the catacombs are corrupted. High Priest, by the light! Quickly, retrieve the relic. Retrieve the relic, and we can escape through the old air shaft. This way, my friend. Let's meet back in the cave. How fragile my faith. when I can depend more on help from a stranger than from my god. And such terrible things we witnessed today. An unnatural storm, vampires, innocent... Ah, thank you. These belonged to Roligmolf and Acolyte Lorelfor. I wish we could have saved them, but at least we can use these to remember. With Meridia's brilliance, I'm not sure my faith is strong enough to use it. Oh, I'll work with our remaining priests. Try to use the relic to purge the corruption and seal the temple. If that doesn't work, well, let's hope that it does. The injured still need to be treated, and the temple's corruption needs to be dealt with. Despite the way I feel about Meridia now, I still have a responsibility. I lost a lot of things today. We all did. But that doesn't mean I won't keep trying to help. High Priest Varkor claimed it contained Meridia's divine light.
That's close enough, Leech.
Wait! I'm not part of the coven!
Looks like I made it back just in time. This place is crawling with House Ravenwatch. I've heard of him, but he's a long way from Rivenspire. Well, if you're willing to trust a vampire, I suppose I can too. I spotted a coven witch. If we hurry, we might be able to catch her. On the cliff overlooking the temple. Calls herself Sister Embrit.
Perhaps I could question the witch before you introduce her to your impressive axe blade?
Needs refinement.
Kill her before she can summon another storm.
For glory! Sacrifices. How nice.
Sacrifice? I'd rather give you my axe, witch.
I hoped you could take me prisoner. No matter. I found something. This way?
Go with your vampire friend. I'm gonna look around here.
Do you see? These are the same as the urns smuggled from Bankurai. They didn't just shatter. They exploded. I can sense traces of magicka clinging to the shards that match the energy used in the storm ritual. These other fragments, though. All this rubble scattered around. I met a clever woman who lives in the bog near Morthal. Old Mjolnir's a dying breed among the Nords, a practitioner of the old magic. The Mjolnir's experience with the old ways and reach magic make her ideally suited. Western Skyrim consists of 3 holds: Harfengar, Hjalmarch, and the Raven Watch has had to curtail rogue vampire clans. Yes, but more research is required to...
So, what did your vampire friend discover? Reach witches summoning magical storms to create feral vampires? That's horrible, but to what purpose? Well, that's the next puzzle to solve. First, we need to get this information to the Queen. Here. This was for Brondolf, but it's yours now. Reach witches... Queen Gerhild needs to hear what we discovered at Kilcreath Temple. Hopefully that will be enough for her to get us an audience with High King Svargrim. The Queen seemed reasonable. She'll believe us. As for Svargrim, who can tell? I haven't met the man, but everything I've heard describes him as prideful, arrogant, and hard-headed. I'd like to knock down the palace door, grab him by the throat, and shake him until he listens. That would probably start a war, though, and Yoren specifically asked me to avoid that. For now, let's bring our evidence to Queen Gerhild. If there's anything else we need to discuss, let's get it out of the way now, before we return to Solitude. Hey, you and Fenorian came to that conclusion, not me. Still, it makes as much sense as anything. As to why, I have no idea. This connection to a clever woman? Out here? Nords are extremely distrustful of magic, especially Nords from Western Skyrim. I'm surprised the people of Morthal tolerate her presence. If anyone can help Fen figure out the Coven's ritual, though, it would be her. Our priority remains getting an audience with High King Svargrim. We need to convince him that the Ice Reach Coven is a threat to his kingdom, and get him to help us stop them. Clever men and women are Nords with an aptitude for magic, though most use the term to refer to practitioners of the old ways. They're rare. Not the usual adepts found at the Mages Guild. Distrust of magic runs deep in Skyrim, especially out here. Could be that the elves our ancestors fought soured our taste for magic. Or maybe there weren't enough skalds singing about wizards going to Sovngarde. Might be that Nords just prefer their natural talents. Either way, magic isn't popular here.
What's on your mind?
Let's get inside.
Be strong, Svanna.
Mother! No! No!
Svanna, your father, the kingdom. Watch over.
Mother! No! You can't die! Mother!
Sire, the assassins might return. You must get to somewhere safe.
Have Yoren's lackeys come to gloat?
We came here to warn you, Your Highness.
And yet my wife lies dead!
If you had listened to us...
Like she did. If I determined Yoren had a hand in this, There will be war! Someone take care of my wife!
Father, please.
Gods, what a disaster. The Queen's been assassinated and Svargrim still refuses to listen to reason. We need to find a way to set things right. Good question. The guards should have been able to handle a run-of-the-mill assassin. This could be connected to the Icereach Coven. In fact, I'd wager my axe that it is. Look around. See if you can find any indication of how the assassin got in and out of the palace so easily. Maybe even turn up something that ties the murderer to the Coven. I'll make sure the princess is all right. Svanna's taking this pretty hard. I suppose most daughters feel close to their mothers. Not that I'd know, I never knew my mother. Sorry, don't mind me. Did you find anything that might lead us to the assassin? We've seen these medallions before. On the Reachman near Kilcreath. And I saw them on the witches in Icereach. The assassin definitely seems to be in league with the Coven. But can we get Svargrim to believe that and accept the danger he's in? Svargrim has every right to be angry. He watched his wife die right before his eyes. But he's the High King. He doesn't have the right to be stupid. Time to make Svargrim confront some hard truths. Come on, the Sword Thane led the king upstairs. We need to see the High King.
I should think not. The High King is in mourning. He's not to be disturbed.
The Queen's wasn't the only life lost today. Now get out of our way.
Go right in.
Your Highness, please. Your kingdom is in grave danger.
My queen's blood hasn't yet cooled, and already Yoren's lackeys hound me.
We have proof that the Coven threatening your kingdom is responsible for the Queen's death. Show him, partner.
Does Yoren think me so weak that he believes his half-giant can twist my arm and fill my... Reach witches! They pose no threat. We've beaten back those wild dogs time and time again, while our brothers to the east bow down to a poetry-writing milk drinker. I will not be lectured on such matters by the likes of you. Tales told around campfires to scare the children. Storms happen here all the time, and none of them spawn monsters. The last spy who spoke of such things, well, you dishonor my wife's name.
We'll leave you to your grief, Your Highness.
Is it true? Mother told me you were working for her before she...
I'm sorry, Svanna. I would have saved her if I could.
My mother. She told me she gave the mighty Lyris Titanborn an important task. Tell me, what were you doing for my mother? Threat? What threat? And do you think this is why someone came into the palace and killed her? And did you tell my father all this? Is he rallying the soldiers? Alerting the other holds? My father sees Yoren's plots everywhere, even in his spicy venison stew. Well, I won't let my mother's death be for nothing. She trusted you, and so will I. My father be damned. Please, find whoever did this and stop them. I saw the assassin. He moved fast. Unbelievably fast. He leaped through the window after stabbing my mother. By that time, the guards had gathered, so I guess he decided to flee. Try to follow his trail. Someone outside must have seen something. My father? Listen to me? When horkers fly, maybe. But probably not even then. He gave up on me a long time ago. I'm sorry. I'm no use to you. No use to anyone. I'm not my mother. Never will be. But I swear I'll do whatever I can. No. My mother... The last time we spoke, I hurled a mug at her. But I came when she summoned me. Just in time to see her murdered. I need to pull myself together. She asked me to watch over my father. The kingdom. He was fast, that's for certain. Here and gone before the guards could even draw their swords. Other than that, I didn't get a good look. The inside of his hood was nothing but...
Come on, Princess. Let's get you somewhere safe.
Don't call me Princess. Just Svanna. There's nothing noble about me.
My wife, she is like ice. So cold, so pale. There was a commotion at the palace. Everyone was headed that way. Except one man. No, not a man. He wore an eye patch, but his face was bestial. He was fast, so fast, ran to the hall of it.
Will you pray with me for these poor souls? Cut down and bound for the Hall of the Dead much too soon. It was a monster, a vampire. I have seen such creatures before, but this one wore an eye patch. It moved like a shadow and took sustenance from toward the main gate. I pray the guard finished off the
You again? Didn't I warn you about putting your nose where it doesn't belong? A vampire? I don't know what you're talking about. But whoever it was... The Queen's dead? What about the High King? He'll have my head for letting the assassin slip away. You think... Would the High King really... But I'm a loyal subject. No more talk.
This is Svargrim's fault. He should have heeded us from the start. Damn Svargrim and his distrust of Yoren. How many more of his people have to die before he accepts the truth and lets us help him? Forget that for now. Tell me about... That would explain the assassin's swiftness and ability to escape so easily. We knew the Ice Reach Coven had vampires on their side, but using them so blatantly. Well then, time to fight fire with fire. They've got evil vampires, and we've got a friendly one. Let's find out exactly what your friend Fen knows about vampire clans in the area. Where did you tell me Fen was going again? Right, to research the ritual. Go find them and see what you can learn. I'll stay with Svanna. Bring her up to speed on everything we've uncovered. We're going to need her to get the High King to trust us. And I'm calling him.
Welcome to the middle of nowhere, my friend. You must be freezing. Warm yourself by the fire, and tell me how your audience with the High King went. A bold move, even for them. Old Njolin and... Welcome to the middle... A bold move. We knew that vampires were working with the Coven. And old Njolin and I can say with certainty that the feral Harrow Fiends are byproducts of Harrow Storms. You think the assassin was one of the vampires in league with the Coven? An eye patch? That's uncommon. And this insignia, I've seen it before. It's the same as the symbol that decorates the urns smuggled out of Bankurai. If it belongs to a
Local wisdom dictates that only the very brave or the very foolish seek the counsel of vampires and old crones. Which are you, I wonder? Well, out with it. What? A grim talisman. It bears an enchantment of some kind, though the symbol upon it holds no significance that I'm aware of. I can help find the owner of this medallion. But I need some specific... Bring me the bones of a wolf and a death bell plant pulled up by its roots. I need the plant alive. The wolf, not so much. With those reagents, I can conjure a divination that will lead you directly to the last person to wear this medallion. Death bell grows throughout the bog. You should have no trouble acquiring it. Wolves are plentiful in the wilderness around Morthal as well, but be cautious. An icy rime clings to the wolves, sapping... Welcome back. Warm yourself by the fire, and tell me about the reagents I requested. Good, good. Divinations can be fickle. The longer we delay, the colder the trail grows. Let's see if we can catch... Mother Wolf, hear me. We seek your blessing in our hunt. Lead us to our elusive quarry. Mother Wolf smiles upon you. She has seen fit to join your pack and aid you in your hunt. Mother Wolf has the scent and will lead you to your quarry. I have enchanted the medallion with a divination spell inextricably linked to its owner. Hold it to your nose and breathe deeply. It will guide you along his trail. Mother Wolf will guide you along the way, but you must still complete the hunt and find him. If the assassin eludes you, use the medallion to recover his trail. The wolf is relentless in her pursuit. The question is, will you be like the wolf?
And look! The magic points to the west. What an interesting... Didn't I tell you? He must have been... The assassin drained her of blood. Is it wrong to find these visions so intriguing? This one showed your assassin again, eye patch and all, by a cave near a waterfall. And the ball. There's nothing we can do for her.
Oh, traveler, you must turn back. Chillwind Depths, it's crawling with giant insects. I need to go inside and gather ingredients to heal my sister. I'm one of... Oh, thank you. I wasn't... Hedron's as sweet as honeysuckle, but tough. This is definitely the place in the vision. I'll slip past and scout ahead. Let's go!
Stop! That's cruel and wasteful.
mushroom. Ah, and a fine specimen at that. Good work. Deep lichen. Giant insects love this stuff.
Attack!
Deal with you next time you fight.
Once again, I prove that I'm a scholar, not a warrior. I found the camp. Thought it was deserted, but the assassin must have been hiding. It had more to do with your arrival than anything I did. Luckily, he left. Didn't get a good look at that before. Mind bringing it over? Let me take a look at what you found. The letters are both addressed to the vampire assassin. Hentok Korb. That's an unusual title. This one gives the order to assassinate the queen. There the language is guarded. The other talks about miners and a final ritual. There? It looks like a map to a mine in Carthald. It could be the one mentioned in the letter. If that's the target of another Harrowstorm ritual, we need to stop it. Head south to the mine. I'll get word to Lyris and have her meet you there. My particular habits aside, one of us needs to find the assassin, and the other needs to alert Lyris Titanborn. I can handle the latter.
will be ours!
Is there something I can do?
Watch out for giant bugs. They poison.
To rest on your laurels. I admire that.
I never would have gotten this far without your help. Let's be careful and find the rest of what I need.
I don't know where I'm going, but I'm well on my way.
That's everything. Meet me outside and bring those ingredients so I can prepare the elixir. Quickly, Traveler, give me the ingredient. Chillwind mushroom. You have Mara and Kain willing. My elixir will work.
You put too much stock in rumors that are old wives.
Have you been through here before? I don't think we are the first to camp here. Got some fresh tracks.
Allow yourself some rest. The vines are watching over us.
I'm not to be disturbed. Unless those two decide to play nice with each other and join me.
Jarl Morin. Rigert has a new aide. We can talk with the Thanes now.
The talks aren't happening, Rigert. Those fools refuse to set aside their inane feud. Gods, I need a drink.
Let's talk, friend.
I'm sorry, but something... Thane-swine?
Jarl Morin wants Rigert. Rigert does not know. Rigert...
Sod off, Ice Heel. I'd let a giant bed me before I sat at a table with Thane Throne.
Ah, that happened
Or-
to Rigert once. Friend, perhaps you can talk. Rigert knew. Rigert's friend Farthor, a butcher from Greenshade, is with him.
You'll want to turn back from this damn town, Wanderer. Those savage Reachmen finally got what they wanted. Carthwatch is gone, and all that's left are husks of a once proud people.